People, deluded, I'm back again. Now the Europa League is back. We need to go one step further than last season in actually winning this competition. It's a competition that many people expect Arsenal and Man United at this moment in time to go further, to go to the further rounds or advance to the further final stages of the competition. We know teams are going to drop down from the Europa League, but we're expected to go one better last season, or we're expected to make that final, us and United, people, regardless of what's being said. For us, obviously, and like I said last year, and I maintain it, we want to qualify for the Champions League via the league, people. There's 38 Premier League games. We need to show that we have some sort of consistency over the league campaign, if not for Champions League qualification, just to show we've improved as a side, and it's not really there. Obviously, the Europa League is a trophy. Emre can claim his first trophy as an Arsenal fan. Emre can kind of continue his good record in the Europa League as a manager. Obviously, had the one blip last season. For a lot of these players, it could very much be the first trophy they win in their careers. I mean, you look at Joe, you look at Reece Nelson, you look at all of them young players. It's a carrot for them to show Emre they can be utilised, to show Emre that you can use them in the squad. And it's also a trophy. For certain players, yes, you want to win the Champions League and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it's a Europa League, it's a European trophy, people. Let's be honest, nobody wakes up when they're young and aspires to become a professional footballer to win the Europa League. I'm not trying to discredit it, but it is the Z-list competition. It is a competition for the failures or the people that are not able to make the prestigious competition. Let's be honest, people drop out of the Champions League and come into this. People get this because they didn't get Champions League. It's a good competition, but let's keep it real, people. We don't want to be in this, but we can use it as a platform to blood young players, as a banker in an ideal world, in that we can get top four, and if we can bank a final, we've kind of put ourselves in a great position. I mean, could you imagine, similar to Sarri last season, if we get top four and make a Europa League final and actually win the trophy, how decent that would be, people. So we owe it to ourselves to go there, because we don't know what twists and turns are going to happen. We should be getting out of our group with no issues, people. We've got Frankfurt, who are playing away from home at 5:55, which is going to be eventful because I finish at 6. We've also, who else have we got, people? Standard Liège, and we've got Victoria, which I believe will be kicking off at 3 something in the afternoon. So these are good platforms. We're going to Belgium, we're going to Portugal, we're going away to Germany in our first game. Good test for our players, people, especially the young players and whatnot. Could also present an opportunity to rest certain individuals as well, and it's getting to that stage now where the games are piling up. We've got Bournemouth on Sunday, and we've also got this game, so Emre is going to have to utilise all of the squad. I mean, even guys like Mustafi might even play this game, to be honest, just on the basis of resting players. I don't know too much about Frankfurt, but we've got to respect them. Did they not get to the semi-finals or so and lost to Chelsea last season? I know they ain't got Rebic and players like that, but they've got, for me, I like it. I like young Ivan Ndiko, who I don't really think's playing at the moment. They've got a right back who's fairly positive, or wing back in Da Costa. They've got Andre Silva, forgive me if I'm wrong, on loan. They've got a couple other players. They have got a quality side, and it is going to be a tough ground to go to in terms of hostility. So we're going to have to be at it. They are in the Europa League via the playoffs. I believe they're 9th in the German league as well, and their form has been a bit sketchy, similar to us recently, to say the least. They've lost to Hoffenheim and Leipzig this season, and they lost at the weekend to Augsburg. So that's not the best domestic form. Again, I'm not watching them week in, week out, but I felt to bring that to you. From what I see as well, they either they've lined up with a 3-4-1-2, and they've lined up in a 4-4-2 of sorts as well. So they could deviate. I'm not watching Frankfurt week in, week out, but that's just some of the findings I've found in relation to us playing against them, people. For me, I think it's an opportunity for Holding to get 60 or 90 minutes under his belt, and then probably starting against Bournemouth would be too much of an ask, starting 2 games in a week, but nice to see him get himself in contention, because he played against Leicester's 23s as well. Chambers should come in and partner him at centre-back, but potentially could it be Chambers right-back and Mustafi centre-half with Holding, people, and then Kolasinac, because this is the time we're going to have to sadly utilise the side. I wouldn't play Mustafi at all this season unless need be, but it is what it is. Bellerin and Kieran Tierney, you'd imagine it's too early for them, so they won't be involved. So Kolasinac would probably have to get the nod. Martinez is going to come in goal. I must admit, people, people, we do need to start off the group well. I do want us to go out there and win and play a strong team. But at the same time, I really want to blood some of our young players. I feel it could be a very good education for Martinelli, Saka in particular, to a degree, the Nelsons, the Joes and the Emils who have played senior football. Because it's away to Germany, the fans will be rocking. You don't get this at 23's level. And obviously, Saka and Martinelli, they've been on the bench a couple Premier League games without really getting any significant minutes. So I feel it's these sort of games there, we should be blooding them in. Really and truly, our B team should be getting out of this group, people, without any issues. Should be, and what actually happens is two different things. So I guess the only thing to go down with is the lineup, I guess, people. And my lineup would probably be, is difficult because, again, I want us to start well. We need to start and try and dictate the tempo of the group. You never want to play catch up, but I would probably go Martinez, obviously, because he's the Europa League campaign keeper. Martinez, Maitland-Niles, Chambers and Holding at centre-half, Kolasinac at left-back, midfield, Joe Willock, Torreira, and probably Mesut Ozil. Front options, I'm going with Aubameyang, Reece Nelson and Nicolas Pepe. But I can't lie to you, people. I've got the notes here. Part of me wants to go with Pepe, Aubameyang, Nelson. Part of me wants to, because I want Pepe to get his first goal, man. Because I think once he gets that, he'll calm down a bit in the league. So if Pepe could go out there and get his first goal, it'd be cool. But he has played a lot recently. He might be taken out of the side and rested so that he can do his full thing on the weekend. But Pepe, Aubameyang and Nelson, like I said, or Pepe, Aubameyang and Saka / Martinelli. I think Emil Smith-Rowe's probably too short on fitness for this, but I flirted with the potential of Joe Willock and Torreira in the pivot, Emil in the 10, Aubameyang, Martinelli and Pepe as the wide options. Yeah, man, I'm flirting with a lot of options, people. I want obviously Tyrese John Jules to make his debut. I feel he's done well in pre-season and he's done well this season started. It'd be a big ask for him to start ahead of Aubameyang in the Europa League, but I'd love to see him on the bench and involved in some capacity. I would love Martinelli to get unleashed and let him do his thing, same way I'd like to see Saka starting. So I'm torn between giving these young players chances in a game like this or potentially giving them minutes in this game. You might start at one or you might bring them on off the bench, but do I kind of just start a strongish sort of team? Name Ozil, who, for instance, hasn't been playing and is probably good to go again after coming off against Watford. And playing these strong players, the Aubameyangs, the Kolasinac, these first team players, getting off to a good start. And then as the league goes on, potentially the second game week, which would probably be at home, I use that to give these players starts of such. And also we've got to remember, chances could come to these players against Forest. Just the Forest fixture is coming up soon as well. So could we be thinking that's the game for them? I'm not too sure. But I must admit, it's a difficult decision, people. Either way, I want to start the group in the best possible way. We haven't had the best league campaign or the best league form recently. So if we can put that back to the burner and just remember what it felt like to win games as a football club again, it'd be good for us. The big thing for me would be to see Holding get 60 to 90 minutes and actually start. We'd like to see Chambers play. And I really would like to see Martinelli, Saka, then all these young players get a chance, man. But like I said, it's the first game of the group. We're away from home. We've got to start off this group well. We should go through. But what should and what actually happens are two different things in football. You've got to earn the right to go through in whatever competition you play in, people. So on that note, I've really got nothing more to say in regards to the preview, but you know what we've got to do. I believe we're 7th in the league now because we've slid. They're 9th, so the form's not too dissimilar. But we'll see what happens on Thursday. Torn between people if I'm going to watch this game at work, stay at the office late and then run home and make my vids, or do I run home while it's on, come home, watch the game and then make my vids. I hate these 5:55 kickoffs, man. I don't understand it. Don't understand most people work. It is what it is, though. People, DG, I'm out. Thank you for watching and listening to my Eintracht Frankfurt versus Arsenal Europa League opener of the groups preview. God bless. Hope you all have a great day. Good morning wherever you are, whatever time zone. People, DG, I'm out.